Welcome to another edition of The Live. I am about to head over to West Australia. Obviously, the Winterbottom is the feature race this weekend. Overpass is going for history, 3 in a row. He was great last year, great the year before. Hopefully, he can be great this year. So I'm about to head to the airport. Got my mate Luke, who's going to come in exactly 1 minute. Luke, 1 minute. Good week, really good week. Midnight Dynamite won the last Saturday at Kembla, of course, the feature meeting in New South Wales. And I thought when the rain came, the track was sort of demanding. It would definitely suit him. And he was a dominant winner. Great ride, Josh Parr. He got to the right part of the track. And he's gone for a well-earned break. He's won 2 Saturday races. Of course, he won on Golden Eagle Day too. So he's done a remarkable job and made it a race-to-race double. And, of course, Bjorn in the last. It's been uncanny actually over the last 3 years how many last races we've won. So it's and not all favourites. And even I thought Midnight Dynamite would the one thing about him, we knew he was rock hard fit, and we know he goes in a wet track. So I was surprised he didn't maybe start a little bit shorter. But as well as that, last Saturday, Diacon was a really good winner for Trilogy. Lovely to sort fully. She was very green first start. She improved off that. Was a dominant winner. I think that race is going to end up being okay. So she's going to hopefully be able to work through her grades, get to city grade, and then hopefully from there, who knows? You never know. They keep stepping up and improving, and physically she'll keep going the right way. Derby had a lovely winner on Wednesday, first starter called Celebrity, or first starter, yes, from New Zealand. Another New Zealand import. They've had remarkable success with the stable recently. Budgie Smuggler, Nikosi, who's about to come back. So another good one. It wasn't the greatest field, but I thought the way he won, he was fantastic. A little bit green, but he switched off beautifully. And I like those horses. They look like maybe they're going to run second, and then they sort of get there and win by 2 lengths and looks effortless at the finish. So I think that's exciting. Yesterday was a big day for Luke Hilton. He is a part owner of both Pentagon and Big Papa, the 2 winners, and both ridden by Rachel. So he shouted her a stake last night. Generosity, unbelievable. And maybe we can bring in... No, we've got someone else wanting to join. Sorry. But Big Papa's actually a promising horse. I think he will definitely keep improving. And there was a heap of speed yesterday, so he was caught 3 deep. Did have cover, but very green. And I think he's got a bit of class, so he's going to keep improving. We may even look for a city race for him. There's a good 1,200 metre race 3 weeks from today. And Pentagon was very good. He was bought cheaply out of New Zealand. And I think he'll be able to go on with it. We might look at a Class 1 1400 back at Hawkesbury 2 weeks from this Sunday. So here we go. Hildo. Hopefully he's coming in. It doesn't accept. Go live with Hildo. Here he is. Hey, Luke.
Hey, Bjorn, how are you?
Mate, I thought after 2 winners yesterday, you might have put on your race clothes. Geez, you're poorly dressed there today, mate.
What do you mean? This is some of my best.
Yeah.
I'll be able to afford to go out and buy a few new ones now, so thanks to my winning horses.
Yeah, and were you happy with the rides on both winners?
I said to Rachel last night, when Pentagon, I didn't think he was getting away from them. I was starting to think whether she'd gone quick enough, but she definitely had it under control, so I kept my mouth quiet, and it was a good job.
We did bring it up earlier in the week, but occasionally do you give her a little bit of unwarranted advice about riding?
Sometimes I overplay my hand a little bit. One occasion in particular, I definitely overstepped the mark between.
Was that the time you followed her into the females' jockey room?
Yeah, a little bit of criticism never goes far.
Anyway, what was the highlight of the week?
Oh, yesterday, of course. That was personally, and for the stable, that was great. It's some great owners there for Big Papa, and Pentagon was fantastic. And congratulations to you. You've always been a believer. I'm now a believer, and so
of
Lobby.
Pentagon. This is
Exactly, Pentagon. Yes.
So, no, well done. How's things going at the stable? All good?
Yeah, all smooth. We've got a few, get that out of the way, got a few lots left here this morning, and then we've got jump outs on also. So busy morning still to go.
Yeah, and actually this morning with jump outs, we've only got 7 or 8. Normally we have about 18, so it's a bit of an easier day from that point of view, Luke. There we go. So I guess we'll get straight into it. Canterbury tonight.
Here we go. We'll get straight off. Hang on, what have we got?
Strata Verena, if she's not running, I stole him.
Lobby. Strata Verena is his best of the weekend. We'll hit him straight between the eyes with the lobster.
Yeah, the 8. He's been a little bit out lately, though, hasn't he?
I can't remember what he tipped. All I can only remember I tipped the winner last weekend, so I'm happy with that. Long shot.
Who did you tip?
Daikon.
There you go. Well, I can't remember who I tipped. I'm pretty sure it was Midnight Dynamite. Anyway, Canterbury, race 3, monotone, trialled really well. Lovely horse for Godolphin. Very, very awkward gate 12. At this stage, on Friday mornings, you've got until 10 a.m. as opposed to other days, normal race days, which is 7:30 for scratching. So there still might be a few that comes out. I think we've got to get him underway, though. He's a horse that's going to be better with a little bit of racing, and there is a good race for him in 2 weeks over a touch further, Luke.
His trials have been fantastic. He's an exciting horse. He's definitely going to appreciate getting out over a trip. As you said, awkward gate tonight, but I think he'll be able to go back, and if he's hitting the line well, I think we're in for a really good preparation. If he's lucky enough to get over the top of them, even better.
Yeah, and Strata Verena, well, this is a horse that she's got a lot of talent. She was fourth in a Group 2 winner on debut. I thought she needed the run first up, and that's one of, I think Lobby thought she will take immense improvement out of it. And just got an awkward gate tonight, Luke, from the 1100 at Canterbury. We're very wary about the gates, particularly at the 1100 at Canterbury.
Yeah, and especially for her, she was a tricky gate last time, which ended up having to lead outside the one inside. So it was a very awkward setup last time. She did a great job to stick on as well as she can. So obviously, like you said, waiting for final scratching to see how that field will come up eventually. But she is talented. She's taken a lot of improvement. And if it is tonight, I think she will be in the finish. She just needs some luck.
And there's a couple of horses coming out either way because there is some dual acceptances of horses that ran yesterday. So she will get in a bit, but she has got natural speed and hopefully she can take luck out of it. So she's a good chance. She's a high class filly, no doubt about it, and the best is yet to come. Race 7, the Evening Star, of course, for 5-year-olds and above, over 12.50, worth 80,000. 2 in the race, bat out of hell, drawn 3. Actually looks fantastic, going great. Had a good preparation last prep without winning. I think he'll probably be better for the run, but not out of it, Luke.
No, definitely. I think he will appreciate getting up over further. He probably excels when he gets to that 15.50 at Canterbury is really his sweet spot. So he likes Canterbury. He's been trialling, I'd possibly say, better than ever. So I think that puts him in good stead. He'll be better next start, but it won't shock if he's in the finish tonight.
And he's definitely an each-way chance at the odds. I think he's about $10 or $12. I Stole a Merc. We're definitely leaning towards him. The other Derby runner, drawn 7, Tommy Berry on. He's got natural speed. Last time he's 3 deep, no cover at the 1100. The 1250, you've got that extra 150 metres. And whether he can sort of sit outside lead or get one out, one back, I'm sure Tommy will sort it out. I think he's a great chance. He's been running well without getting... He needs a good track. He needs a good gate. He gets, a good track, the right race and distance. Just maybe a little bit of luck. He looks great, though, Luke.
He does. He looks fantastic. I think he's sort of been 3 times at the 1100. Probably was detrimental to him last time and got caught wide, but was tough late. So, yeah, I think he's been crying for the 1250. He gets it tonight. He's got a nice gate to be able to roll forward and put himself right there. And he is my best of the weekend while we're on it.
There you go, rightio, Luke. I hope you are correct. Then we go to Kembla Grange Saturday, race 1. Now, not to get confused, race 1, drawn gate 1, is 1 run 1. So 1 run 1, race 1, gate 1 at Kembla Grange with Olivia Chambers has trialled well.
Over 1,000 metres as well. at 111. It's not really 111, but it's 1 something. Close enough. He trialled really well. He's improved. He's got stronger this time in. He just needed to mature a touch. And his trial was really good at Hawkesbury the other day. So, obviously, provincial grade straight away is tough. But, off his trials, he's going to go there as a live chance from good gate and no weight.
You know, Pattaya, she it's a little bit short for her. She didn't make the 1200, so we put her in the 1000, and we're going to wait with her.
Yeah, should be next time a little bit further.
Now, he's a horse I like, race 5, Akani, drawn gate 2, ridden by the new Irishman on the scene that rode a winner at Kemmler last week, Adam Farragher. She's trialled well. I think 1200's ideal for her first up from gate 2. She'll be able to be probably in a good spot, midfield, maybe just in front of it. Luke?
Yeah, she's a nice filly, and she's improving all the time. I think she's going to be better as she gets out over further and matures more, but she's got a lovely gait and big field, but her trials have been good, so she goes there as a good chance.
Now, then we go to, we've got Newcastle on Sunday. We've got race 4, Sponars. He's been racing well without any luck, drawn 14, Winona Costin.
Yeah, ordinary gate. There is only 10 or 12 runners with the rail out so far, so it won't be too bad, but we may just have to wait and see what happens with scratchings and whether we wait a little bit with him.
And Meet Me in Bondi was actually very good first up. He jumps from gate 2 with Ash Morgan on at the 1500. I think he's a good chance second up to go be right there at the finish.
Up in distance will definitely help, and he's improved from last start, so he's in really good order.
Now, we're nearly a third of the way through the season, Luke. Do you know how many wins we've had?
No.
I think 51 maybe from about 250 runners at 20%. Second in Sydney, which we were last year. So we're definitely on track to probably repeat last year. But I'm trying to think. We haven't had hardly any runners/winners in the country at all this year.
I'm not sure.
I can think of one filly, Snitzel filly, that won at Nowra.
Luna. I can't think of the name now.
And he did. Coffee La Nina. So she, but outside that, I don't think we've hardly had a winner in the country.
No, I'm heading to Mudgee next week for the Mudgee Cup for a little social weekend away, and I tried to get you to take runners and send a few there, and so far you've left me with nothing. So
yeah, I'd normally love to go anyway. And Luke, you're off to the International Jockeys Challenge. Is that correct?
yeah, it's correct. Yeah, heading to Hong Kong next week after Mudgee, so week and a half away. This time of year is really nice. Get over there, and Rachel's going to ride in the Jockey Challenge, and I'll be taking up the WAG duties and getting involved in everything you can, and hospitality and taking advantage of it all.
Beer barn on the lawn goes well. Right, we've got some question. What's your thoughts on the price of the shares sold of Within the Law? That was interesting. Yeah, 11.5% sold during the week. I think valued her at about 1.43 million. She's definitely got a lot of value as residual, as a broodmare, and she's got a lot of upside racing. So, yeah, I thought it was probably about where I expected her to be, but with auctions, you never quite know. It only takes two people to like them. Here's a question. Max, how many links will Overpass win by? I hope he wins. I don't look at margins. We don't worry about that. And We's Unleashing at Unleashing is going really well. She's trialling on Tuesday, second trial, and then we'll look for a race for her. I think she'll be very competitive. She's a very nice filly, always showing talent, and she looks great. So I think we're in for a good prep. And has Abandonment calmed down? He's definitely settled down a touch. Good morning, Ashish.
He's my co-owner, Ashish. How happy were you with Pentagon?
Super happy with Pentagon. Super happy.
Well, good, because the trainer would like a tip, Ashish.
A sling.
And
Sling to ride.
What's your best bet of the weekend?
Best bet of the weekend, my horse Overpass.
good man. Good man, Ashish. Right, let's get through it. We'll go to Rosehill now, and then we'll fly through Ascot. Hopefully, like Overpass does, I'll get on a plane. Luke will continue working, and we'll go from there.
Here you go. Because I'm here.
Who have we got?
Hollywood Hero.
Right, we'll start with Hollywood Hero. He's in the ATC Cup. I thought he was great at Newcastle last time over the 1850. What was his sprint home? Stepping up to 2,000. He's going to get back in the back half of the field, but I think he can definitely make ground and is not out of it in a race. There looks to be a bit of tempo, Luke.
2,000 first time. It's exciting to get him there. We've always thought he'd probably run the trip, and he carried a massive weight at Newcastle, and like you said, a sit and sprint, so he's going to get a more genuine tempo. He drops to the minimum, and I think he's definitely live. He's running really genuine and consistently this preparation, so let's hope he keeps it up.
Yeah, and he looks fantastic. His coat hasn't quite looked as good as it does now, so I think he's continued to improve throughout the prep. A really good each-way chance. Race 1, Euripides for Godolphin, lovely colt, good pedigree, has trialled well, and I think he's improved off that. His work on Tuesday morning was very sharp. Rachel rode him.
Here he is.
Who's that? Euripides. Well, he looks fantastic. He's even improved in the coat. Luke, how do you see it?
Yeah, he's just got better and better, and he's just starting to wake up and work out what it's about. He was a lot sharper in his work on Tuesday. Those 2 trials have definitely brought him on, and he looks fantastic. So he's got a great attitude. I think he's going to be a very nice horse, and whether it's good enough for Saturday at this stage of his career, we'll find out.
Okie dokie, and then we go into race 5, Snack Bar, a new recruit, talking about Godolphin, off Godolphin, for Derby. He's trialled really well. He's a very nice horse. I think he's got plenty of ability. Gate 2, Tommy Berry, definitely a competitive race, plenty of heat on up front, but he looks great. How do you see it?
Yeah, he looks fantastic. His trials have been good. He had a really nice trial and was able to win that trial, which I think is beneficial to him. He hasn't been the punter's pal in the past, but he's got a lovely gate to get a soft run. I think he's definitely going to benefit from the run, but from that soft gate, he should be right in the finish.
Yeah, he's a definite live hope in what is going to be a competitive race, but should be able to get a nice run from the gate, and I think he's definitely going to be winning races this time, and whether it's tomorrow or throughout the prep, keep an eye on him. Race 7, Imperial Force. Now, he was second in the Arrowfield as a 3-year-old. His form has been a little bit patchy this time in, but his work on Tuesday suggests he's back to his best. He looks absolutely fantastic. From gate 3 with no weight and Tim Clark on, I can really mount a good case for him, Luke.
Yeah, he's building towards something. He, like you said, has mixed his form a little bit, but his last run was full of encouragement, and he seems to have come on from that. So getting to work him out, his racing pattern and what distance suits. But he was electric on Tuesday, and hopefully brings that form to Saturday.
Yeah, and I think he's a definite each-way hope. Then we go into Robusto, one of our favourites. In the Festival Stakes, a race he ran second in last year before winning the Ingham, so we're trying to replicate that. He's got a really good gate 2, Tim Clark on. He's got a fair bit of weight, 59.5. He will drop substantially when he gets to the Ingham. So as much as anything, it's about running well into the Ingham, but I think he's a live hope from gate 2, Luke.
Yeah, definitely. Ideal scenario for him. Soft draw. He was super at Newcastle. He's improved off that run. He probably needed the Newcastle run to bring him on. And he gets up to the 1,500 with a really soft gate. And Tim knows him well. He does have weight, but he got beat by Private Eye in this race last year. So I think that's the right form to be very competitive.
Yeah, and Tim rode him, of course, when he won the Ingham last December from a good gate. So he's got that natural speed to be able to put himself there effortlessly. And he was actually close enough in the hunt at over 1,300. 15 suits ideally. And then we get into the big race of the weekend where I'm about to head off over to Perth. I'll be doing the Carbine Club lunch this afternoon. I love these Aussie lunches. Carbine, of course, a great Kiwi horse. They love us over here, don't they? Like, love us.
Yeah, a bit questionable, but ask a few of the locals, see what they say. But no, you are well received over there. They do look after us as well. Simon Miller and his team do a fantastic job with the horses and the club. They do a great job. They're very accommodating. I know they've looked after Jenny over there with Overpass this time, and I and a Merc. So it is a great place for the world, and you and Overpass both seem to find a length or two in Perth.
Yeah, and I think he's in great order. His track work on Tuesday was outstanding. Visually, it was very good. Sometimes he's not the greatest track worker, especially taking into account his record, but going for 3 in a row, going for history. I think his last run, of course, was in the Everest, great fourth behind Ka Ying Rising. That is a great form race, will be a great form race, and if it is, I think he's going to be awfully hard to beat. The difference is last year, too, he jumped from 16, had to work the whole way. From gate 3, he's got explosive speed early. He'll be able to put himself right there effortlessly. So I think he couldn't be any better going into the race. I think he's a great chance. I think he's definitely my tip. I think he'll be very, very hard to beat. You've got to respect the locals, and you've got to respect Joker's Grin in particular. He's won 9 of 11. He's a superstar, and it's going to be a great match race. So really looking forward to that. And, of course, he beat us in the Quokka last time we were over there. So I do think Overpass is going to be at his best, and if that's the case, I think he's going to be awfully hard to beat. Luke?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of redemption here. He's wants to get one back on Joker's Grin, and I think he's going better than ever. I've never seen him look as good as he does, and I think his work in Perth has never been as sharp as what he's been his last 2 gallops. So he was probably a career best performance in the Everest, and I think he's ready to produce another one, which if he produces that, he's going to be very, very hard to run down.
Anyway, great to be there, great to be involved, and of course the team derby is so important to our stable and our team. So I've got to go. Another week done, and good luck, Luke. Hey,
Good luck, guys.
if we get any winners, it's all me. If we get any losers, it's all you. See you, team. Thanks for joining us. Hey, see you, Luke.